Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people. Specifically, obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
Ready for Revolution, and welcome to another exciting opportunity to share. I'm Brother Eric Teray Muhammad, and I'm here as a wealth builder, a follower and member of Wealth Builders Worldwide, an independent affiliate of Karatbars International, and we welcome you to what we affectionately call here Planet Gold Rocks. You're on www.goldrocks.info, and I encourage all of you to plug in to this platform that gives you all of your live events into this magnificent opportunity, all the trainings into this magnificent opportunity, and allows you to secure a better future for yourself today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. So I'm very excited about the opportunity to share with you, because I'm clear that if you are looking for a better way, you are absolutely in the right place. So just to give you a little about myself, again, I'm Brother Eric Teray Muhammad. My wife, Falami, and I are independent affiliates here in Karatbars International, and we have now more than 2,000 teams across the globe. What do? We encourage them to change the economic trajectory in their own home. I'm a son of a freedom fighter. I'm a product of movement. This is a movement. This is a revolution for change. We are in front of the movement of money, and you can join us as well. I'm a son of freedom fighter Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, and our platforms around the world help us to influence through media, through education and medium, through information. Not only am I a contributing writer to the Final Call newspaper, but I'm also a part of the California Radio Network. Now, what I want to impress upon you in this opportunity is the power of mentorship. None of this that my wife and I are successful at, nor the 120,000 plus members of Wealth Builders Worldwide, we could not be as successful as we are if it were not for true proper mentorship, and a system within that mentorship that allows us to develop into being the best that we can be, not just from the visionary himself, but from those who establish this culture of wealth builders worldwide, whom we also see on this platform, and you're going to hear more about in a minute or two. What I would like to share with you is what we actually do. Number one, we register a free gold accumulation account, and this starts you in the opportunity where you can grow with us throughout 149 countries throughout the world. We save gold. We save not just any kind of gold. We save in 24 karat 999.9 pure gold bullion. It's the real money, everyone. And I'm sure if you've been paying any kind of attention to the financial radars of the economy, you know that gold is on the rise because it's taking its proper place in the world, and you can take it right along with it. But not only do we save in that gold, but we find the opportunity so enriching, so enlivening that we share with others. We share with everyone to do the same, and we help them get started in the process. And from the comfort and safety of your own home, you can literally earn a residual income as your team, as those that you sponsor, as those that you influence, duplicate what you do. And again, it's all free. There's no mandatory requirements. Everything is optional. There's no cost to register. It's free to join, and you'll be free to make the choice. So who are we? We're Karatbars International. Okay, we're founded in 2011. We're the world's largest provider of 24 karat gold bullion in small transaction-friendly weights. We make it affordable. We make it convenient for a store of value, as well as a leverage builder that allows you to grow your wealth. That's our office that you see on the right in Stuttgart, Germany. And the map on the left shows you an overhead view. We're just adjacent to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters as you go out and peruse your world and take a look at where we are. Now, what do we do in Karatbars? First of all, we're a 9-year-old company. You know, we operate in 149 countries and we're growing. Our products delivered directly to your door via FedEx. That means anywhere a physical product can be delivered. Our gold, our phones, our innovations, everything is delivered by FedEx. Karatbars International is the #1 client to FedEx. We also issue our commission on privately issued MasterCard, and we have more than 1 million affiliates worldwide. Okay, that's nothing to be worried about. It's not an oversaturated market. There are 8 billion people in the world, and no one sees us coming. When you get your free gold savings account, you also get a free state-of-the-art 24/7 operational software that allows you to track your accomplishments and tracks the trajectory of your business. We have a complete support system because you're in business for yourself, but never at any time are you by yourself. Again, folks, there's no cost to register. It's free to join. There are no mandatory monthly fees or expenses, and our product is money. 24 karat 999.9 gold bullion, pure. Now, in order for you to take advantage of any of this or all of this, you have to understand who you are and where you are, and this is where these questions come in. What's your plan? Where are you in life right now, and where would you like to be in the future? Now, with all that has been said, and looking at everything that's happening in the world today, if you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Truth is, we don't have enough time to continue doing what we've always done. And just as you see extenuating circumstances around the world, suffering and all kinds of things that are happening, a difference in the dynamics of working, the difference in dynamics of education, the difference in dynamics of just social existing. I mean, we have social distance rules. We have shelter in place orders all around the world because there's something happening out here in society that behooves us to remove a little differently. It behooves us to respect the growth and the emergence of a new normal. We don't have a lot of time to continue to do the same things we've always done. Babies are being born into the world every day, and our language has to change. Our conversations have to change. Our discussions with them about their future has to change, and our direct activity in making that future also must change. And that's why you're here in the right place at the right time. Just think about all the conversations you had coming into this world, and all the dreams and all the ambitions and all the things that you were taught that if you did within a certain vacuum, if you did within a certain cycle, you would end up with a certain result. Well, those things are gone. You can't have the same conversation about how you will go to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, and then you work until you die. You work until you're broke, only to leave to your loved ones your debt. This is not the system we want to leave. And see, in every crisis, traditions are broken and new norms are produced. What happened prior to this crisis? If you look at the timeline of basic existence in society, you go to school 21 years of your life, and now you find yourself hustling backwards because a nation riddled in debt means that you're getting a job, whether you have the degree or not, whether it's in your field or not, you have a job just hustling to pay the student loan debt, which is more than $3 trillion. It can't be paid. I saw a report on Bloomberg News just the other day where they said it will be 100 years per individual if they follow the normal cycle of paying off $100,000 plus $1,000 a year of student loan debt. It's going to take them 100 years if they follow the current cycle. Is that your life expectancy? Your life expectancy in society is less than 100 years. So you're going to spend all of your life paying a student loan debt and never pursuing a life of your own, never pursuing a destiny of yourselves. You know, they talk to you about this. They train us into this behavior of retirement. We work for retirement. You know, we limit ourselves because the system is designed to just replace us with another body. The old system, the system that used to work for society. And you think about it now, so retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with money. Do you have the ability to sustain yourself without job dependency? And if you don't have that ability, then you find yourself coming out of retirement. You find yourself downsizing everything you've ever done, your dreams, your hopes, your ambitions for life. You'll downsize the home. You find your whole family unit is huddled close, 8 to 9 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. Why? Because there isn't a better option. The economy is going bust. Your dollar has no value, no punch value. You see buildings going up every day, but no one's putting out to hire signs because there's a requirement for a new norm. You return to work only to find yourself frustrated, and then you end up dying in this old story, leaving debt to your loved ones. That's not the story you want to tell. That's not the legacy you want to leave. We have the better way. Listen. In order to understand all that we've said in opening, telling you about this magnificent opportunity and encouraging you to stay in pursuit of this magnificent opportunity, you must have a dream. Your dream feeds your why. What happened to your dream? Ben Franklin said that we live until we're 18 and we're buried at 65. So between the years of 18 and 65, the dream has not only been deferred, but it's been crushed, folks. What suppressed the dream? What moved it off of our radar? What kept us from putting any kind of energy or efforts towards that activity? It's been the role played in society. Because this society is not designed to encourage dreamers. This society is a jungle of non-dreamers. And this is why we are blessed and privileged and honored to have a power couple like Mr. and Mrs. Ty and Valdez. Power because they empower you with the tools. Power because they empower you with the culture. Power because they empower you with hope. And now there's 120,000 of us plus benefiting from that knowledge, benefiting from the understanding, benefiting from the Dream Chaser Manifesto. We understand they are walking guides, and they have a book that serves as a syllabus, as a walking guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. So not only do we dream again, not only do we know our whys and understand the time and what must be done, but we also dream bigger, because the closer we get to those dreams, then we realize there are more on the horizon to achieve. Every time you climb a mountain, when you get to the top of that mountain, I guarantee you're going to look across the horizon and you'll see other mountains to climb. Here you have another power couple who have been tremendous in their climb. This is Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Monisha Dalco. And their example in front of us, parallel with the wisdoms expounded upon by the best household, they represent for us the opportunity, the hope, knowing that it can be done because they're doing it in our midst. Family, I just showed you 2 magnificent families of achievers. I'm talking about living legends. You don't have to read about them in a book and say, I wish I was in their time. You are here right now. And they help us to understand in this culture the 4 keys to achieving wealth. We create residual income that produces the financial freedom. We told you about the power of gold from the, if you pardon the vernacular, the giddy up. Okay, so we accumulate appreciating assets. We accumulate that power in gold. We outrun, we outpace, we outdistance inflation. We don't even know it exists because we're stacking. We're stacking and we're learning. We're earning as we're learning, and we're doing it from the comfort and the safety of home. So many of you may be frustrated and pulling your hair out and trying to figure out what's going to be the next step. Welcome. We are that next step. And we show you how to take advantage as being contributors to the economy with a home-based business. We show you how to take advantage of the tax code that was written for those who contribute to the economy and not those who prove to be a whining liability of the economy.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna fix my houses.
But it's okay. It's part of the game.
It's not. It's not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Now, let me share a little bit with you about Mr. Donnie here. He is representative of the bulk of society, where we just go through the motion in this gigantic perpetual hamster wheel, and we run 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 and can't figure out how or why we're not getting ahead. And then all of a sudden, just when you think you're turning the corner of the board, turning the corner of the game, you get hit with a penalty like taxes. It's a penalty for those who are employed. It's a penalty for those who are self-employed. It's not a penalty for those who embrace a system and contribute to the economy. Look, taxes could take as much as 40% of the income you worked so hard for over the course of your career. And your tax responsibility is predicated upon your positioning in life. So if you're self-employed or if you have a job, you take up the bulk of 40 to 60% of the tax base, the tax responsibility. But when you submit to a system, that system allows you to have a lower tax responsibility. This means, folks, and now look, don't get me wrong, taxes are necessary for any society with proper representation. It's necessary to get your tree-lined streets, your highways paved, your sidewalks done, your schools enhanced, okay? However, when you're already paying more rent for less house, when you're already paying more for goods, products, and services, the same goods, the same products, the same services, more today than you were yesterday, you cannot outpace the inflation. But when you embrace a system that allows you now to gain leverage and gain benefit and reduce the tax responsibility, and every action is an equal and opposite reaction, it also grows your wealth base at the same time. Now you have the ability to do something for yourself, to reinvest into yourself, and then you can absolutely remove the tax responsibility because you have now positioned yourself to allow money to work for you than spending all the days of your life punching in and out to work for the money. See, because when you have a system like this, it allows you now to get on the other side of money, not on the have-not side. You were born on that side. Now we move to the other side of money. We join the other side. What's the other side? Where we've learned the difference through this culture that we're sharing with you. We learned the difference between a linear income and a passive income. In other words, active, passive. Active, you earn everything between when you clock in and clock out, but there's nothing before you clocking in and there's nothing after you clock out. That's not what you want, because that's a situation where it's dependent upon your being there. So you're locked down on in three instances. You're locked down, no financial freedom, no location freedom, and no time freedom. Time is the most precious asset of all, because as the clock ticks, guess what? You can't reverse the time. You can't reverse the tide. Those ticks do not come back. 86,400 seconds in a day. How many of them are invested in you, and how many of those seconds are invested in others, helping them to do for themselves what you can do for yourself? You see? So having a passive income is an income that's not dependent upon you being present. That means you're liberated from the time structure. You're liberated from the location structure. You're liberated in the financial structure because you're now making it all work for you. This is vital to just living. It's vital, not just existing. It's vital to living. You must find yourself in a position where you have the leverage of others that will benefit you in a way, qualify you to live the life of your dreams. So to be a part of a system that where people work with you, leveraging your income, growing your income, and allowing you to invest in yourself will create a reality in which money will work for you as opposed to you working for the money. You can't outgrow a linear income, folks. You cannot, with linear income rather, you cannot outgrow exponential inflation or the cost of living. Now, Mr. Dalco, who you saw earlier, he brings this point home extremely well. He says, if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. Well, what is money, Mr. Dalco? He tells us that money, anything that's defined as money, must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. You remember when you thought $10 an hour would do well for you, or 15 or 20 or $30 an hour would do well for you? Well, basically, put that $30 an hour against the cost of living, against the fact that the dollar bill is only worth 3 to 5 cents worldwide in global purchasing power. 3 to 5 cents worldwide. To give you some simple math, if you have a $5 bill, you're talking about anywhere from 15 cents to 25 cents purchasing power strength. That's about the most strength you have in that $5 bill. You know, so the more you strive for it, the greater you're into the poorhouse, the deeper you're into the poorhouse, because the money what's defined as money or described as money is not real money at all, because it does not hold a value. Don't you know, or don't you believe there's more to you hourly than your paycheck describes? Okay, Mr. Warren Buffett. Mr. Warren Buffett says that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. How can he say that, folks? Because he's on the side of residual passive income. That means he's enjoying the benefit of not having to be in a space to make the money. This is the side of money we want to introduce to you, because as members of Wealth Builders Worldwide, independent affiliates and Karatbars International, our founders, our senior partners, Mr. and Mrs. Ty Best, Mr. and Mrs. Michael Dalco, have collectively pulled together a wealth building strategy where you can earn the money, learn how you got the money, but more importantly, how to protect it and grow it. It's a group economic strategy. This is the strategy where we combine leverage and exponential growth. Now, it's very simple. It's part of the very basic wealth principles in the world. J. Paul Getty said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. That's a system, folks. Here's another part of the system that we're now being introduced to, that has been hidden from us. It's the #1 millionaire secret. You have to pay yourself first. Everybody, I mean everybody, has a right to keep a portion of whatever they earn. Everybody has that right. That is a God-given right to make a living, earn an income, and only give it away to everybody else, everybody outside of yourself. How did we get to the point where we're so self-denying that we don't see the immediate responsibility to self, to family, to kind? See, exchange those declining paper dollars for gold, declining paper dollars, exchange them for gold. If I have asked you for change of $1, and I give you the dollar bill and you give me 4 quarters, I didn't buy anything from you. You didn't buy anything from me. That's an exchange. We teach you in Wealth Builders how to exchange that devalued, falling paper currency for its weight in gold. And we encourage that. And not only do we encourage that, but we also redirect the mindset that's trained us into the activity that we're currently experiencing today. See, because the working or the working class or the not-haves basically spend first and save later. But on our side of it, which we're introducing to you as a family member, as a child of abundance, we are products of abundance. We come from a creator of abundance. We're trying to reunite you with your family. So what do? We save and invest in ourselves, and we circulate within our own community. And we show you how to do the same, beginning with your free gold savings account. Listen, when you retrain habits, okay, well, first of all, habits are formed by our experiences. Our brains are trained by what we see, what we do, what we're associated with, what we read, what we watch, what we hear, okay? But when you retrain the brain, you redirect the course of your life. You're not just merely existing anymore, folks. That is not your norm. You are now designed, you are now in a space where you can design your destiny, that you can create a new way for yourself while you live right now. So developing new habits, new behaviors, new activities, it starts with you paying yourself first and paying attention. Paying attention to those things that will allow you to use all four influences of the brain in concert. So we help you to understand how to engage the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. We help you to work in concert, not in competition with each other. You work in concert. We are not, this is not a system that's designed to create competition. There's no competition in this. It's a level playing field. What does exist is the creative mind. You have to know yourself. You have to know your self-worth. You have to have self-esteem. So we engage in personal development, and those tools allows us to create those neural pathways, change rather than neural pathways in our brain, so we can change the course of our lives. So in this opportunity, we're going to show you how to create financial security and financial independence. We show you how to create a hedge or protection in times of crisis, such as now, such as these. You know, you can look at it and say, wow, I hope better for so many other people. Why? Because today you learned from your free gold savings account, you are in a position to do better for yourself and help others to do the same. So the leverage and exponential growth, this is the group economic strategy. And this is where you find what you find in the compensation plan of Karatbars International. Okay, we already told you where we're based. We already told you what we do, but I want you to know and understand the founder of this opportunity. This is Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz. He's a two-time author, The Future of Money and Think Big. And between those two wonderful books, you find inculcated through all of it, and every activity, every living breath that he breathes is his mission. My mission, he says, is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. And we have found that way through this opportunity, and we're offering it to you. How come no one else in the world showed it to you? J.P. Morgan knew that gold was money and everything else was credit. Alan Greenspan was over the Fed that produces all this cash, all this paper, right? But he knew gold was always accepted. I'm sure he didn't depend on the trash or the cash that he's been putting out in society. But you had greats who understood this process, and they taught it to us with every breath, every fiber of their being. Dr. Miles Monroe, may God be pleased. He was a tremendous Bahamian pastor, a motivational speaker, an international entrepreneur. He said, get gold now and lock it down. He encouraged us to understand what true money is. He knew that gold was money. He knew the time was now, and you should do all that you can to get what you can. Mr. Combs understood it and heard it, and he said, I'm transferring to gold now. I'm talking about Sean P. Diddy Combs. Look, here's our gold. We have cash gold. We have paper notes with gold, pure bullion gold embedded in the note. We have gold cards where you have the gold embedded in the actual card, in security, in protection of it. Listen, our cash gold now, each cash gold card is equipped with a black light authentication feature on the front. It is a physical gold. It's not an ETF. It can be stored for free in our system, our banking system, or shipped directly to you at a push of a button in your free gold savings account. It's also digital because it can be utilized like a digital currency to purchase anything within our ecosystem. And of course, it's convertible. Cash gold, folks, can be exchanged for cash within the ecosystem without having it shipped home to you. All of it is your choice. All of it is your decision because it all belongs to you. Okay. Now, let me share something with you about this financial plan we're going to share with you, or compensation plan, rather, excuse me. We're not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. So we talked to you about your free gold savings account, and along with the free gold savings account is the blessing known as unilevel bonus. Okay, and how that actually works is you got your account, but now you sponsor 5 other people to do exactly what you're doing. What are you doing? You're saving gold for yourself, and you're encouraging them to do the same. And this will allow you, in that duplication, it allows you to take full advantage of the unilevel bonus and put you at the top of the plan from the free savings position. This means that you can earn up to 6% monthly commission in encouraging others to save in gold. Now, let's say you want to do more than just earn once a month. Well, our structure also has a dual system, and that dual system will allow you to earn 5 times a month as opposed to only once a month. It's entirely up to you. It's optional, but you can utilize that cash gold you're saving on account each and every day, each week, every 2 weeks, once a month, however you extract it. You might even move it over from traditional savings programs and move it into your cash gold account, your free gold savings account that you have 24 hours, 7 day a week access to, by the way. Okay, and you can exchange that opportunity in the savings. You can exchange it for one of these beautiful status bearing packages that allows you and grants you the opportunity to enjoy not just weekly payouts, but it also allows you to enjoy gold matching bonuses. This is our multi-gold packages. Our multi-gold package not only comes with gold in them, but they also allow you to earn a match against those you encourage to get a package from you. You see, so from packages 2 through 7, they're generational matching bonuses. You can earn from the VIPs up to 7 generations into your organization, matching gold for everyone who acquires a package from you. It's an amazing opportunity. You have direct commissions that are associated with it. Now, you heard us talk about exponential growth and leverage and how the combination of the two creates a magnificent strategy. I'm going to show you how well it created for me. I haven't worked a job since February 6th of 2020. Okay? Because I was able to do exactly what this business model suggests. You save gold, you tell people you make money. Look, if I now make one of these wonderful packages available to you and you acquire that package, I receive a 10% commission. You in turn, like what the package has done for you, you make it available to the next person and you'll get a 10% commission, but I'll get a 3% commission based off of the efforts of yourself. But then it doesn't stop there. That second person now made it available to a third person, and I get a 2% commission off of that while you enjoy the 3%, while that third person enjoys a 10% commission. It just moves down the line like that. That's generational direct commission. But this is where it gets really sweet. You saw in the beginning, my wife and I have 2,000 teams around the world. So let's say you tell 10 people. 10 people are going to do exactly what you've done. You got your account, you save and go, you got a package, you tell others to do the same. Those 10 people now will earn you not just a 10% commission, but when they produce what you produce, you will now earn 3% off 100 people. Because those 10 people are going to do exactly what you have done. And when those 100 people do exactly what you have done, you have now earned a 2% commission from 1,000 people. And you're not going to know all of them. And you can earn this at any time of day. The clock ticks, cost of living goes up. Just think about it. The clock ticks in this opportunity and you reduce the responsibility of the cost of living. Boy, this is leveraging exponential growth, family. This is what we enjoy all through this opportunity. And you need to get back to the one that offered this opportunity to you and let them know you're ready to get started. But that's not where it ends. Here's the dual team bonus. This is the dual team bonus. I mean, there's money coming at you all kind of ways in this opportunity. It's just a matter of the size of your dream. Okay, so in the dual commission structure, it works this way. You have a left team and a right team. Okay, and when you decide, or anyone on your team rather, decides to purchase or acquire gold or packages or other products, it creates what's known as units. And these units combined allows you and earns you a dual team payout, or what's known as the DTP. So you have 25 units on one side, 50 on the other. You could earn this into infinity. All right. The dual team payout is based upon whichever status package you've acquired, whether it's bronze or whether it's VIP. You know, that's just the difference of whether you have a chicken leg or the entire feast. Okay, bronze 40 euros, silver 50 euros, gold 60 euros, VIPs 80 euros. Those are the payouts in those models. Here's the thing. Unlike a traditional job where you go and you collect a check for that pay period you work, the pay period in Karatbars, week to week, you could earn up to 180,000 dual team payouts a week. That means you can be $1 million earner with a bronze status package. You can be $1 million plus with silver. You can be $1 million plus with gold. You can be creme de la creme in VIP. VIP is the top of the compensation plan, and all these positions are lifelong. Then you have your matching bonuses. Okay, your matching bonuses, unlike the gold match, this is a cash match. This means that you earn from other people getting paid. So if you sponsored me and I acquired a package and I in turn get a payout, guess what? Because you have a package, because I duplicated what you did, you get a matching payout. You get a 5% match, cash match, because I got paid. There's nothing but appreciation and gratefulness throughout this whole entire system. And we get paid on our personally issued MasterCard. And we save gold on a monthly basis, and saving that gold allows us to qualify for loyalty bonuses associated with the Karatbars Unilevel Savings Program. There's so much to this. There's so many levels. Everybody can get in where they fit in. And when I say levels, I'm talking about stages of development. Okay, now you also have the long-term incentive program that Mr. and Mrs. Dalco are prominent earners in our midst. That fine Mercedes-Benz car, that C-Class that they earned, is pictured right here. Okay, the only difference is they earned it and decided that they wanted it to exchange it for its value in gold. This is a wealth building opportunity, folks, and you can earn everything in the world of Karatbars, up to a $1 million villa built anywhere in the world of your choice. Karatbars are built it from the ground up. In your name, keys in your hands, free and clear, folks. It's yours. So those are advantages once again. We're a 9-year-old company. We operate in 149 countries, and we're growing. Our products delivered by FedEx. We issue all of our commissions on a MasterCard. We have more than 1 million affiliates based in a world of 8 billion people. They're 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operational software, no cost to you, but it comes to you as soon as you verify your email associated with your free Gold Savings account. You have a complete support system, as you'll see more of it as we close out. And of course, this is free. It's free to join. All right. There are no mandatory monthly fees or expenses. We don't even use terminology like auto ship. That doesn't even exist in this dynamic, because we are an e-commerce company with a product known as money. Gold is money. 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold bullion. I have a bunch of it around me because it's also a wealth attractor, but that's a whole nother conversation. Listen. You're in the right place ahead of time. This is a complete wealth building machine, and we're just getting started. And when the world is trying to catch up and make sense to everything that's going on, we understood the future of money years ago. We understood how to think big years ago, and we are here as a result of it with the opportunity to share with you. Now, there are 3 things you're going to want to do after seeing this presentation. And I appreciate you indulging me like you have. I want you to understand that I understand that you want to get busy. You want to save gold, you want to tell people, and you want to make money. That, family, is the business model. It's abbreviated as STM. Save in gold, tell people, make money. Want you to take a screenshot of this magnificent card, because this card directs you to everything Gold Rocks. www.planetgoldrocks.info is the place to be. You have personal development programming. You have trainings that go on. You have live events such as this one. And where you might have questions, where you might have not gotten everything satisfied, maybe this might have just piqued your interest, or maybe you're ready to get started. Either way, you can still come back and share with your friends, your families, and others, because 9 o'clock this evening, we have Mr. Bustin' Loose himself. I mean, Mr. Al Murray will be here. And he is who I affectionately call the coach of coaches. He'll be here live, folks, live tonight 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here, www.goldrocks.info. You do not want to miss it. And I want all of you to get ready for a relentless pursuit into our virtual convention, Let's Go Weekend 10. Now, it's the 2020 vision. We had a clear vision as to where we were going coming into the year 2020. And regardless of the pandemic, regardless of the economic strife, regardless of unemployment and the gross unemployment, it didn't hurt anything that we've been planning in this opportunity. We are here and we are wealthy, and we're growing wealth amongst the masses of people who want an even stake in the society. Okay, so we want you to go to www.letsgoweekend.com, get your tickets, create your own story on how you got your glory. All right, September 24th through the 26th. Registrations at www.letsgoweekend.com, and we wear the whole armor. We're coming to hang out. We have all kinds of paraphernalia. We have pins, we have shirts, male and women's shirts alike. And you can wear these opportunities in our fabulous meet and greet that we're going to do that evening of Let's Go Weekend, that Thursday. And there's so many things going on with this. But look, the book, the Dream Chaser Manifesto, that Bible, that guide, okay, of which I was sharing with you from Mr. and Mrs. Best, this book right here, it's going to do so much for you. You need to go ahead and get this book. Get this book. Go to shop.mywbw.net, shop.mywbw.net. Give it out as a gift. There are many of you on this platform who are wealth builders. Give it out to your downline. Make people, help people understand the power of the dream. Let's get you started. Get back to the one who opened this opportunity to you, and understand that Karatbars is an opportunity that works for everyone. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Toure Muhammad. Peace and power. Thank you so much for the opportunity of sharing with you. And look, we can't lose with the stuff we use, and they cannot win in the shape they're in. Peace and power. Thank you.